Here we go again. Another mass killing. This time, a Mother's Day massacre in Colorado Springs, Colorado. 7 people are dead, including the shooter. This horrible Colorado tragedy was only eclipsed by what happened back on March the 22nd, when 10 people were killed in a supermarket. I know what you may be thinking. Bob, you're going to blame the devil again, right? Right. But follow my logic for a moment. In John chapter 8, Jesus said the devil is a murderer. He was in the beginning, and he always has been a murderer. In my career as an exorcist, I've dealt with a lot of people who have crimes of bloodshed somewhere in their background. Either these individuals have it with living family members as part of the extended family, or often it's the ancestors. And we learn about all of this through bloodline demons who tell us about the curse. One thing is certain about these kinds of killings. These events are not isolated. There is always a reason, a link to a chain of terrible evil, often going back hundreds and sometimes even thousands of years. We may not know about this link because oftentimes the killer commits suicide, as in this Mother's Day massacre. In other instances, of course, if the killer is still alive, they're immediately incarcerated. They're going to be in prison, and there's no way I could do an exorcism in prison. There's no way anybody could really find out from a spiritual standpoint what's going on. So my proposition about the circumstances related to all of this can't be proven as such. I can only tell you I have an overwhelming caseload of people who have murder in their bloodline, either ancient or more recent. This much we know about capital crimes such as this. The devil is behind it. How do we know the devil's behind it? What are the signs? First of all, it's usually very horrific, and there's often no explanation for the murder. Take, for example, this particular situation, this Mother's Day massacre. They were having a Mother's Day celebration. Now, somebody walks in with a gun and starts killing people. How evil is that? Apparently, as far as they can find out, he was upset at his ex-girlfriend. But to slaughter everybody except the children because they were hysterically crying. The immensity of this, how horrible it is just absolutely incomprehensible. That's when we know that a capital crime like this is the work of the devil. In all my years in work as an exorcist, I've cast out hundreds, maybe thousands of demons from people who were contemplating or planning or thinking about killing somebody. Let me tell you one particular case. A man had been sexually abused by incest with his father. He was enraged by what had happened, and he carried that deep hatred and anger within him. I cast out of him through the power of Jesus Christ the demons of incest and rage and Jezebel and murder. After casting out that demon of murder, because he told me he'd been thinking about bringing harm to his father, the man said to me, "Can you come outside for a moment to my automobile?" So I followed him outside. He opened up the trunk and he pulled a large axe out of the trunk. He held it, he looked at me, and he said, "I was on my way to kill my father with this axe. I decided I would come to you first to see if you could help me, and if you couldn't, I was going to take this axe and murder my father." Jesus Christ is the answer to people who are tormented by thoughts of killing. If you right now are contemplating such a horrible thing, The Lord Jesus Christ and a personal relationship with Him is the anger, but you probably need an exorcism and deliverance to get those demons out of you. And I appeal to all of you who are watching me, who are horrified by these things. Enroll in the International School of Exorcism and the Advanced Academy of Deliverance and learn how to get rid of these demons of murder. How to help people who have this compulsion to kill. We've all got to do something to stop this. Jesus is the answer. Exorcism and deliverance is the hope. And you and I must labor tirelessly to reach such individuals so there are no more Mother's Day massacres or any mass killings on any day.
Your financial support and prayers make it possible for us to bring hope for the hurting and freedom to those in spiritual bondage. For the latest information regarding ministry outreaches, go to boblarson.org or call 303-980-1511.